What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? I'm feeling good on this beautiful Saturday morning. Got a quick lesson for you. It just really hit me in the last 10 minutes or so. I said, nah, I gotta speak on this because I'm feeling too good. I'm seeing the signs. You can't ignore the signs, you know what I mean? Get some music real quick because I really like this song a lot. Let me get some water. I'll be right back. Peace, 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 peace. Coming back from the madness, it's like, hey, yeah, hey, hey. You see, I was born on earth, but I'm not from here. Hey, I am from the stars, I'm not talking boulevard. Oh, no, no. Hey. Oh, no, no, no. Hey, okay, I said that. I was born on earth, but I'm not from here. Hey, I am from the stars, I'm not talking boulevard. Oh, no, no. I am from the sky. Yeah, we was born with our creator. Okay. And then we fell. Oh my God, oh my God. Oh yes we fell. Yes we fell. Oh yes we fell. Yes we fell. Listen up. And all is mine, all is mine, all is mine. You see, we can make our heaven, you know why? We made our just look around. Hey, can't you tell? Okay, be careful what you think and be careful how you move. And be careful what you say. You know why? These words are spells. They casting spells. Really listen well. You see, we are not the body and we are not the flesh. There's life after death and this thing right here is just a test. To reconnect the holy breath. Okay, I said I was born on earth, but I'm not from here. I am from the stars. I'm not talking boulevard. Oh no no. Ooh wait. I keep telling you I'm not from here. Hey, I say I was born on earth. I'm not from here. I am from the stars. I'm not talking boulevard. Oh no no. Hey. I am from the sky, the sun of most high. Got the bounce on him. Oh wait. Oh my God. We saying praise Allah. Okay, I say. Hey. I say life after death and this thing right here is just a test. Yes, you're blessed. Okay. We got the vibe right. Good morning. Peace. Oh, we ride right. Yes, I'm going up the top. Got the vibe right. I'm feeling good shot on your nine. All right. Enough of that. Peace, 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 peace. I'm Rami Salam. Thank you for tapping in and joining us. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're feeling amazing. Got a quick lesson today about being less prideful, less egotistical, and show more gratitude. And I wanted to read this chapter real quick and then get into what I want to build on real quick. And it's coming from Quran Circle 7, of course. You know I'm coming from. You know what's going on. Holy instructions from the Prophet. Gratitude. What do you know? Gratitude. As the branches of a tree return their sap to the root from whence it arose, as a river poureth its streams to the sea, whence the spring was supplied, so the heart of a grateful man delighteth in returning a benefit received. He acknowledgeth his obligation with cheerfulness. He looketh on his benefactor with love and esteem. And if to return it be not in his power, he nourished the memory of it in his breast with kindness. He forgetteth not all the days of his life. This is the key right here. The heart of the grateful man is like the clouds of heaven, which drops upon the earth fruits, herbage, and flowers. But the heart of the ungrateful is like a desert of sand, which swalloweth with greediness the showers that fall, and bury them in its bosom, and produceth nothing. That's heavy. I'm going to read that one more time. The heart of the grateful man is like the clouds of heaven which drop upon the earth, fruits, herbage, and flowers. But the heart of the ungrateful is like the desert of sand which swalloweth with greediness the showers that fall, and bury them in the bosom and produceth nothing. Envy not thy benefactor, neither strive to conceal the benefit he hath conferred. For though to oblige is better than to be obliged, though the act of generosity commandeth admiration, yet the humility toucheth the heart, and is amiable on the sight of both Allah and man. But this is the key. This is what made me want to do the lesson. And I read it so many times and I never thought about it this way. It says, but receive not a favor from the hand of the proud. Receive not a favor from the hand of the proud. Let me read that one more time. But receive not a favor. That means don't take no favors from the hand of the proud. To the selfish and avarice have no obligation. The vanity of pride shall expose thee to shame. The greediness of avarice shall never be satisfied. That's a heavy line there. That's a heavy line. What do I mean, though? I mean, this, you can apply this on a personal level, but right now I'm going to speak on a general, on the Moorish level. For our brothers and sisters, for the people out there that know what Moors, that had this Moorish information, if we're going out there and we're teaching the people and we're too prideful, we're too proud, you know what I mean? Oh, we just know everything, and that's the energy we giving off, and we not humble with the information. We not showing gratitude for what we know and what the information and the wisdom that's being conferred upon us. If we not coming with that energy, but we prideful, then we can expect nobody to receive a favor from our hand. It says in our book to not receive a favor from the hand of the proud, or from the hand of the proud. And you just got to take a step back. Let's take a step back. Matter of fact, I got the book open. Got the book open. Pride. Bam. Jerry Blaze Bay. Proud is arrogance. Ooh, come on now. Come on. Let's get to the sign, shall we? Shall we get to the... Hey, now. Pride. A high or inordinate opinion of one's own dignity, importance, merit, or superiority, whether as cherished in the mind or displayed in bearing conduct, the state of feeling of being proud. Boy. Synonyms: pride, conceit, self-esteem, egotism, vanity. It's in the book, baby. It's in the book, man. You got to study the words. You got to understand what's going on, man. We can't be too prideful. You know what I mean? We got to show gratitude. We got to show humility with what we know and how we teaching and the information and the message and just the energy we bringing. You know what I mean? And I'm saying that is deeper than just the words we using. It's the thoughts we have. You know what I mean? You can't even think. You can't even have that energy of thinking it. Oh, I know way more than them. You can't even have that. You gotta humble yourself, because you don't know what they know. They may not know about the Moorish thing, but they may have some information that far surpasses anything else you've ever dreamed of. But you just too private. You don't even know it. You know what I mean? We gotta humble ourselves. Man, because when the heart of the grateful is like the clouds of heaven which drops upon the earth, fruits, herbage, and flowers. So when you have that grateful heart, just your whole being and what you do, your whole essence is producing things, you know, this lovely things to help, things to heal, things to uplift. When you ain't got the ungrateful heart, you ain't producing nothing. You like the desert sand. There ain't nothing going on. You know what I mean? If I can get some water to play it. Mm. I am vanity, excessive pride in or arrogance, one owns appearance or achievement. Real talk. And I can talk about, myself. I talk about myself a little bit in terms of being more grateful. Something that I have implemented for myself as a Moorish American. Is you know to pray 5 times a day. Like our Muslim brothers and sisters, from the East. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. That's a lot. You know what I mean? And I respect it. It's a lot for me to take on and be committed every day. So I said, okay, well, what can I do for myself? You know what I mean? And so I chose to pray 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Twice a day I'll say the prayer. Um, and when I wake up, I pray and I say I'm grateful for waking me up, being alive. When the evening prayer, I recollect and think back on the day and find something that I'm truly grateful for. You know what I mean? And implement that in my prayer, just as a part to do better, to be more grateful. And then throughout the day, just try to show gratitude wherever and whenever I can, um, because and I've been in a place of feeling like, man, I know, they ain't, they can't touch me. I know I've been studying all this more science. You know what I mean? That don't help. That doesn't help uplift us. That doesn't help anybody. It's just, just to make your own ego feel good. And, I get it, but it's bigger than that. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than yourself. You got to think about that. It's about humanity. You feel me? We got to be servants. We got to help for the greater cause. So I wanted to share that, and even taking it outside of the Moorish thing, just humanity. You know what I mean? The times being is getting kind of rough. You know what I mean? Not kind of. It is rough, and there's some people out here that are doing really bad. So just be mindful and be considerate. Be considerate of the things that we do have, the things that we are fortunate to be blessed with. And just, take a second to holler at Allah, God, Jah, whatever name you get, a creator. But just take a second to be like, man, I really appreciate this. Whatever you have, whatever it is that you are thankful or grateful for. And pray for those that may be less fortunate. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I just want to make sure I put that out there. You know what I mean? I didn't have no huge, deep Moorish lesson for you today, but I felt that was important, especially on. Let me read this too. Especially in these days and times. This is from the Mysteries of the Silent Brotherhood of the East. And I saw this line when I was preparing. I was like, yeah, I like this line too. And it's Jesus when he's in Lahore. And that's L-A, that sounds great. Lahore. This is the place. And he was teaching the common people over there, and he was healing the sick and showing them the way to rise to better things by helping others. And Jesus said, we are not rich by what we get and hold. The only things we keep are those we give away. That's a deep line right there, man. We are not rich by what we get and hold. The only things we keep are those we give away. I gotta sit back and think on that some more. And then the last little part that I want to read, it says, if we would live a perfect life, give forth our life in service for our kind and for the form of life that men esteem the lower forms of life. Come on, man. Come on, man. If you live a perfect life, you got to give your life in service to the people, your own kind, and to the forms of life that you think are lower than you. You got to give your life in service. Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh, snap. What's happening? What's happening? Hey. Man. 1 second. 1 second. Oh, 1 second. Hey, 1 second. I gotta grab that just cause you said that thing, man. Just cause you said that thing. What's happening, dude? Peace, 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 Brian. Islam. He said, I'm reading The Unknown Life of Jesus by Nicholas Notovich. Thanks to you, I'll be done with it today. Oh, what you talking about? What you talking about? Huh? What they know about that? Oh, watch yourself now. Oh, watch yourself. Okay. This book is called The Lost Years of Jesus, documentary evidence of Jesus' 17-year journey to the East. This book is by Elizabeth Clare Prophet. Anyway, I'll just read it back. I ain't gonna get. Well, we gonna get into the book. I'll flip to somewhere in the book and we'll see what comes up. But let me just read it back real quick. Ancient texts reveal that Jesus spent 17 years in the Orient. They say that from the age 13 to the age 29, Jesus traveled to India, Nepal, Ladakh, and Tibet as both a student and teacher. This is my reading voice. For the first time, Elizabeth Clare Prophet brings together the testimony of 4 eyewitnesses and 3 variant translations of these remarkable documents. She tells the intriguing story of how Russian journalist Nicholas Notovich, one time former man, discovered the manuscripts in 1887 in a monastery in Ladakh. Critics proved they did not exist. And then, 3 distinguished scholars and educators rediscovered them in the 20th century. And now, you can read for yourself what Jesus said and did prior to his Palestinian mission. Oh, bam, hit him with what? It is one of the most revolutionary messages of our time. I mean, listen, before I flip to that book, I'ma just for the record, to let the record reflect, let it be known. Love Elizabeth Clare Prophet. All do true indeed. The genealogy of Jesus with 18 years of his events, life works, and teachings in India, Europe, and Africa. These events occurred before he was 30 years of age. These secret lessons are for all of those who love Jesus and desire to know about his life works and teachings. The reasons these lessons have not been known is because the Muslims in India, Egypt, and Palestine had these secrets and kept them back from the outside world. Now, this is coming from Noble Drew Ali. With all due respect to Elizabeth Clare Prophet, but I'm saying, man, Noble Drew Ali was on it back in the, you feel me? Let me just flip to just a random page, man. We just go see what we come up with, man. See what kind of teachers we could find from a man, Jesus, man. And he was called Isa in the East, man. Man, let's see. The divine child, to whom was given the name of Isa, began from his earliest years to speak of the one, an indivisible God, exhorting the souls of those gone astray to repentance and the purification of the sins of which they were culpable. People came from all parts to hear him, and they marveled at the discourses proceeding from his childish mouth. All the Israelites were of one accord in saying that the eternal spirit dwelled in this child. And I just flipped over to the book. When Isa had attained the age of 13 years, the epoch when an Israelite should take a wife, the house where his parents earned a living by carrying on a modest trade began to be a place of meeting for rich and noble people desirous of having for a son-in-law, the young Isa, already famous for his edifying discourses in the name of the Almighty. So by 13, my man was popping out here. This is crazy. Then it was that Isa left the parental house in secret, departed for Jerusalem, and with the merchants set out towards sin. with the object of perfecting himself in the divine word and in the studying of the laws of the great Buddhas. That's all I'm gonna read, man. Isa was that dude. Jesus was that dude. Isa, Jesus, whatever you want. You know what I mean? He's that dude, man. You can't hate on my man. You can't hate on the dude. It's that dude. You know what I mean? Uh, man, study, man. Study, man. That's all I got to tell you, man. You got to study. I just flipped. I'm done. I'm done. Gratitude is what you got to show. Thank you. Gratitude to my man Brian Jefferson for even bringing that back into the conversation before I close it out, man. Because now I'm taking that book to work with me today to study some more, man. No pun intended. Yeah, yeah, man. Peace, peace, peace to everybody watching this. Much love to you. Man, show gratitude. Less pride, less ego. Get your ego up out the way. When you get your ego and your pride out the way, that's when God can use you. You know what I mean? And send messages through you. You feel me? Um, yeah. Much love to you. Keep shining. Keep studying. And remember, very simple. Love instead of hate, man. That's the way. That is the key. Peace and love. Ah, man. Issa. What? Issa, that dude.